Hey guys, hope you enjoyed a few sound samples of my highly modified Spector Dimension 5. This is part of the original line of Dimensions, not the HP, but I've nearly modified it to almost be an HP high performance model. I swapped out the Fishman Fluent system completely in favor of an EMG plus Darkglass Tone Capsule combo. It's got an EMG TW45 bridge pickup, and I added a two-way toggle switch to go from the humbucker to J mode. And I personally prefer the J pickup for most purposes due to the clarity, but when I'm using a pick and in heavy distortion, sometimes I think the humbucker is actually on par. I've also got an EMG 45P at the bridge, which is cool because it gives a nice P-bass mid-range that you normally don't hear in 5-string Spectors. Ultimately, I think with the original Fishman Fluents, all three of the voicings just weren't really cutting it for me. They were a little too scooped for my taste and weren't cutting through a mix. But the EMGs, on the other hand, I'm getting the tone I want with much less EQ additions. And on that note of EQ, I'm using a Darkglass Tone Capsule with a stacked tone pot here for bass, low mid, and high mid, which is nice because I didn't have to route an extra hole in the body. But you do have to do some soldering to make the tone capsule work with only 2 EQ pots. So these specs are pretty similar to the high performance Dimension, so why didn't I just get that? Well, the blue finish. Blue finish and the matching headstock were just absolutely killer. I couldn't pass up on that. And also the body is about a pound lighter on average due to the swamp ash and poplar combination versus just alder. And on the note of weight, I also got some Hipshot Ultralite tuners from Jason Mendelson at Fret Nation, and that has helped out quite a bit with neck dive. It's still a little bit there, but a lot better than the stock tuners. And lastly, just filed the nut for some slightly thicker string gauges, 142 through 60 with G standard tuning. I know that's still pretty thin for most people, but I'll sacrifice tone for playability. I've used down to 160s on my NG2 before, and those are just too thick to play comfortably for me. So I've got to shout out Chris at Performance Music Center in Woburn, Massachusetts for doing all of these mods. Maybe 1 or 2 of them I could have done myself, but all of them together I would have screwed something up pretty bad. So yeah, he did a great job with this and was really friendly and helpful the whole time about it. So if you're in the greater Boston area, definitely check out Performance Music. Thanks.